Amy from Lily Bean Designs. Oh, sorry, I have an echo. There we go. Okay, problem solved. Welcome. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having a great week so far. I have a fun project planned for y'all today. We are going to paint the free file for this month, which is a Trick or Treat Smell My Feet Witch door hanger. And I'm super excited about this one. I just kind of whipped it up yesterday at the last minute, and I can't wait to paint it. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit, first of all, about the free file every month on my website. Let me make sure I can see y'all's comments. Okay, if you're joining me, say hello. Tell me where you are watching from. Some of y'all are watching from YouTube. Some of y'all are on my page. And some of y'all are in the Glowforge File Sharers group. So I'm sorry, my water went down the wrong way, like right before I went live. So I'm kind of choking on my water. So I have people watching from 3 different places. If you are inside the Glowforge File Sharers group, you are going to need to give StreamYard permission to comment. You can comment, but you have to give them permission for me to see your name, or else it just says Facebook user, and I don't know who you are. Okay, so I still don't see anybody commenting, so hopefully StreamYard is not glitching today. But I see people watching. There we go. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit, first of all, about the free file, because there's some confusion. Okay, the free file on my website every month, it is not an SVG Clubhouse thing. Okay, so if you are in my private group, which is the SVG Clubhouse membership group, this has nothing to do with your membership whatsoever. So don't be confused. Okay, this file is for anyone and everyone who wants it. It's just something I do on my website each month. Okay, nothing to do with Clubhouse. Clubhouse, y'all have lots of other files, lots of other bonuses, all kinds of fun things. But this particular one is for anybody. Okay, so the password for it, because some people, what happens is people go to my website, which, by the way, the link is in the video description if you have not gotten this file. So click the link and it takes you to my website, and you have to enter your email address, and then you'll get an email with the password. Okay, some of y'all got the password a long time ago. Some of y'all are just getting the password. This is the first time you stumbled upon my free file and you're just getting the password now. The password for the free file does not change. It has been the same for like 2 years now. Okay, it's always the same. So if you remember it from last time, it's the same thing. Also, if you have a recent email from me, yesterday I sent an email out to all of my followers. The password is in that email. It's at the bottom. So just scroll down and the password is in there. Hello, Diana. Hey, Tamara. Okay, someone is commenting from the group and I can't see what your name is. It says, how much is the Clubhouse? And I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So please click the thing that allows StreamYard to share your name. The Clubhouse is $15 a month. We did just close the doors, though, to the Clubhouse. We were open all week last week, so we closed the doors on Sunday, and we're not going to be opening up again for a few months. But you can get on the waiting list in my on my website. Okay, so the password is always the same. It does not change. Okay, so don't be confused about that. It has nothing to do with the membership. I put these files on my website usually close to the beginning of each month, and they run until the end of the month. Okay, if you want this free file, then you need to grab it before the end of the month. This one I did post a little bit late because I was busy with opening the doors to the Clubhouse and I just couldn't get it posted, but it will be taken down on October 1st and a new free file will go up. Now, that doesn't mean it's gone. It's still available, but it's not free anymore. It's going to be in my Etsy shop. The one from last month was the little gnome trick-or-treater, the shaker one, and I'm getting ready to put that one. I don't think I put that one in my Etsy shop yet. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I was going to check that today. But if it's not already in there, I'll add it when I get off here. So they do go up for sale, and you can always use your discount. Okay, now let's talk about your discount really quick, and then we'll start painting. So y'all who are in my membership group, the Clubhouse, the discount is 50%. That is the biggest discount I always offer to my Clubhouse. You get a code in your email every month with a new 50% off code. So you need to check your email and you will see the code for that month. It does change monthly. Okay, that's 50% off. Now, the rest of y'all who are not in the clubhouse, you can always get 20% off of all my files all the time. And you can do that by using the code GROUP20, all caps, GROUP 20. Okay, so if you want to enter that code, you can get 20% off of files in my Etsy shop, including the old free files, the ones that are no longer free. Okay, is that clear as mud? I hope that makes sense to everybody. I didn't mean for it to be confusing. I just wanted to let y'all know, because some people were like trying to log into their membership portal, and they were like, I don't see a free file. And I'm like, no, 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 no. It's not in the membership. It has nothing to do with that. This is totally separate, y'all. Okay? Okay, so that being said, we're going to get started painting. And as you can see, I've got my backer and I've got my cutouts. Okay, now this door hanger comes in two sizes. You get a 10-inch version and an 18-inch version. And the 10-inch version is for the people who you don't have a big enough laser, like you have a Glowforge Basic, or you don't know how to use your pass-through door. You don't want to have to like buy a backer separately and then do the cutouts on that backer. You want to be able to just basically do everything on your Glowforge without using a pass-through door. Okay, you can do that with this file. You have to cut it in a small version though. You have to cut the 10-inch version out. So that means you get a 10-inch backer and the words and shapes and stuff that coordinate with that size. Okay, this one is the 18-inch. That's the other size that you get. And and you know, if y'all have a big laser, if you want to cut the big one, that option is there for you in the file. You are welcome, Dottie. I'm sorry. I hope it's not confusing. Oh no, you want to do the 18-inch and you have a basic. Well, I mean, you can buy a backer. I sell the backers in my Etsy shop. But now I don't sell them already etched. Like, that's the other thing I was going to explain. So this file, because a lot of y'all have asked me in the past, you don't like having to line your letters up. So I've done that for you in this file. You don't have to do this part, but this just is to make it easier for y'all. So this is included in the file. You have some options here, okay? You can do the shiplap lines if you want to. You don't have to. It's separate. You can just like tell the machine to ignore them. You have your holes up here for hanging. You can also tell the machine to ignore that also. Then you have the etched letters that are offset, which means that they're a little bit smaller than the letters that we're going to paint and attach so that they don't peek out from underneath the letters, okay? So that is also an option. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I scored them on the board, okay? I did not. The lines are engraved. The lettering is scored, okay? Big difference, because when you engrave these shiplap lines, it makes them truly look shiplappy, okay? You don't want to engrave all of this because that's going to take you a while, and you don't need to do that. That's just unnecessary work for your machine, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do this first, and y'all who are brand new, I'm trying to like give the basic, you know, explanation here. Y'all who are brand new and watching and wondering why there's painter's tape on this is because when you cut things out with your laser, then you've got, you know, all this stuff cut out. And if I was to just pick it up and take it out of my machine, guess what would happen? All those pieces would fall out. So I keep a big roll of painter's tape next to my machine, and I just put it down and I rub it really good. Try not to get a splinter. You don't want to get a splinter, okay? And then I pick it all up, and it's all up in one sheet, okay? So you're good there. Now, the next question people are going to ask is, what wood is this? This is all 1/4-inch wood, y'all. This is maple. I almost said birch. This is maple. Birch, pretty much the same thing, maple or birch. It's what you have available to you at your local store or in your garage or what have you, okay? I get 1/4-inch maple from Lowe's. It's truly 1/4 of an inch thick. The 1/4-inch birch that I used to buy from Home Depot, which actually was more expensive, is not 1/4 of an inch thick. It was a little bit less than that. So this feels, to me, this feels nice and substantial. Okay, this is nice, thick, sturdy wood. So let's see. Tamara says, for the shakers, do you cut out the clear top with your Glowforge? Yes, that's acetate, and yes, I do. I cut it out with either my Glowforge or my Thunder laser. Laser cutters cut acetate like butter because acetate is like paper thin. So yes, I do cut it out. You could also cut it with a Silhouette or a Cricut if you prefer, but I don't see why you would break that machine out when your one machine can do everything, okay? Okay, so next fun part, we're going to show paint. I got some new paint colors at Hobby Lobby the other day, and I wanted to show y'all. First of all, no more dealing with my big globby black chalk paint. I got me a big bottle of Deco Art Black. Okay, very exciting because y'all know the big blobby black that I was using, which I still will finish using, but just maybe not on video. This is Waverly. I think I'm going to use this color for the backer if it looks right. I have to see. This is Waverly Silver Lining. You can get Waverly chalk paint at Walmart. You are very welcome, Tamara. And then I got some fun new things. Okay, so this is Color Shift paint by Folk Art. And this was kind of pricey, $8.99 unless it was on sale, which I think I got it on sale because I rarely buy paint unless it's 40% off. So I'm almost positive it was 40% off when I bought it. I hope so. This is Purple Flash. It says Purple Flash Violent Brilliant. But anyway, I think the deal with this color shift is that depending on which way you look at it, it's going to sort of give you a different hue, okay? Now, I've never used it before. I don't know if it's going to look right on here. We're going to try. Now, if that doesn't work, I do have, or if it just looks weird and it's not, looking like I want it to, I bought these. These are the colors that I had planned to use for this sign. This is actually where I got the inspiration for this sign because I wanted to use my neon colors. So these were all from Hobby Lobby. They're Folk Art Neon Black Light Paint. So this should make everything glow in the black light. So maybe I should just use this one because then everything on my sign will glow except for the shoes because the shoes are black. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the other purple looks. But yeah, so we've got purple violet, neon orange yellow, and green. Yeah, just green. Vert. I guess that's the other, I don't know, green vert is what it says. Okay, anyway, those are the paint colors that I am using. So we're going to go ahead and get us a coat of, have I used this before? I have not. Of this silver lining. I shook it up, but it looks like it, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna pour this on my paper plate because I'm gonna put it on with a sponge. Okay, so I've got my big sponge here. This is cut from a big giant, these big giant sponges I get off of Amazon. Okay, and I cut them up in pieces. Throw that down there. So anyway, I just cut them up in big chunks because I'm trying not to mess up my manicure because y'all look, I got my nails done today. Look at that. Okay, so this is like you can't see it on camera, but it's like a navy kind of gray pewtery color. I don't know how else to describe it, like a dark gray navy. But then look at this nail. Can you see? I'm going the wrong direction. Can you see that? It's like, it's a leopard. I'm not flicking y'all off, I promise. It's like a leopard print. It's kind of hard to see it on camera. But yeah, he did a little leopard nail for me because I love anything leopard print. So I'm trying not to mess up my nails because I literally just went and got them done this morning and I really do not want to mess them up. So now you are going to be able to see your etching through this paint because I'm putting on a thin coat because I really just want this to be kind of rustic looking. Y'all know I like my rustic look on things. But yes, you can see as long as you do them dark enough. That's going to depend on your laser settings. Then you will be able to see your etching to line your letters up. I want this to look sort of like a gray wash, not a white wash, but like a gray wash. So did y'all see my graphic that I posted yesterday? This is I printed it out because I use this while I'm painting. So my picture, which doesn't show it very well because it's in, this is what I do, y'all. I buy this plastic thing at Dollar Tree and I drop a picture in it when I'm painting. I have it sitting next to me so I can look at it. I'm so proud of myself, y'all, because I've been wanting to learn how to use Procreate forever. And I just signed up for Ashley's class and I've watched a couple of her videos and I figured out just a couple things. I'm very, very new to Procreate, and I'm not good at it yet. But I figured out how to do a couple of things on Procreate yesterday, and I was so excited. Ashley is from Bless Your Art Designs, and she is awesome. She has an awesome Procreate class. Now, Tamra Bennett from Southern Adornments is getting ready to also have a class on the 27th of this month. And I'm sure that class will be equally as awesome because I absolutely adore Tamra. I went to her event a couple years ago and had a ball. So, and got to meet her, and I love her dearly. And she is going to have a class the end of this month. So if you want to wait for that one, you could do that one. But I didn't know about it until I signed up for Ashley's. But honestly, y'all, Ashley's videos are amazing. And yesterday, I asked a question in the group. There's a Facebook group, and hey Melissa, hey Sue, welcome. And she literally, y'all, she answered me immediately, and she made a quick little video explaining how to do something that I was trying to figure out. Like literally in minutes, she responded and did that video for me. So she's awesome, and I'm learning a ton from her. So I think you are gonna do well regardless of which of those classes. But if you're looking to do Procreate, then I would sign up for one of those classes because, Procreate does a lot. And I'm not an affiliate or anything. I'm not getting like a kickback for advertising these two ladies. I'm just talking because I feel like I kind of know them both just through the door hanger community. And I think they're both so sweet. But anyway, if you know anything about Procreate and you've looked up Procreate videos before, if you don't know what Procreate is, by the way, it's an app that you can buy for your iPad or your tablet, and it is like $10, and it's worth every penny because you can make all kinds of drawings and pictures, and you can color on it, and it's amazing. It's an amazing business tool as well. But anyway, Procreate does a lot of things. Not all of them are going to be useful in our world, our laser/door hanger world. So you want to find somebody who can mentor you, who like knows what you need out of Procreate, if that makes sense. I don't have info on the classes. I can't tell. Someone is asking for info. I can't tell who you are because you need to let StreamYard post your name. It just says Facebook user, so I can't see your name. I'm sorry. So Tamra Bennett is, I don't have a link for y'all because I'm painting and I didn't post a link. Tamra Bennett is with Southern Adornments Decor. And adornments is spelled like door, D-O-O-R, adornments, decor. Her class, I believe, is on September 27th. And Ashley is with Bless Your Art Designs. And her class has been going on a while. Like it's not, you didn't miss anything. You can jump in at any time and watch the videos. It's not like, it's just sort of an ongoing thing. But go to look up Bless Your Art Designs, and you will see them. Okay, so we have sort of like a gray wash kind of look on here. To be honest with you, I'm looking at it on camera, and it doesn't look very pretty, but I promise you, like in person, it looks really cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to, y'all gonna have to trust me on this. And I'll take a picture when I'm done. It looks like on camera that this is like not enough paint over here. So maybe let me add a little bit more paint on this side. But yeah, I think it's also what's throwing me off is the background, my painting background, because that's also gray shiplap. So it's looking real gray and blah. But I promise you, it's going to look good when we get all these poppy colors on here. It's going to look really cool. All right, so we got that. So now, let's put this aside and let's start painting the fun parts. So yeah, you want to learn Procreate that benefits you. So if you are in the laser industry, which most of y'all are, the door hanger people, the laser people, even like Cricut and Silhouette people, then you're going to want to learn the things that will be helpful to you. And those are the two classes that I know of that teach it specific to what we use it for, okay? All right, so I'm peeling off my painter's tape. And I'm going to paint some of this in the backer. Probably going to take the legs out, so I'll paint the letters first. And then I'll take the legs out. Paint them. So it says, trick or treat, smell my feet. And then we've got our witch's feet and legs. And then these are buckles that are 3D that go on the shoes when we get done. Okay, so let me see. We're going to start with purple. And I'm going to try this color shift purple. I shook it up a little bit. Let me get a clean paper plate. I dirtied up that paper plate when I was doing all that gray. Okay. This is some really cool paint. I heard somebody talking about the color shift paint, and I thought, that sounds fun. So I wanted to try it. Y'all, I'm trying to protect my manicure. I really am. Okay, here we go. I might just dip my paintbrush straight in there. Oh, no, I'm not either, because I'm going to use a little sponge dauber. Okay. Ooh, this is pretty. All right, can y'all see? It's kind of hard to catch it on camera, but see the blue that shows up in there when you kind of move it around? Very cool. All right, I'm going to turn this upside down. I want to paint my trick or treat purple. I'm just going to use a little sponge dauber thingamabob, and I'm just going to dab it. Because I don't want to get paint squished down in the sides. So it looks, I can see the effect of it, but I definitely can tell you that I'm going to want to do 2 coats. Has anybody ever used this paint before? Comment and let me know if you have. And let me know if you've used the neon paint as well. But Halloween is definitely the time to break out all these funky paints that are available out there. I'm going to do my ore in the orange, the neon orange. Y'all comment and tell me, are you a Halloween person, or do you just do mostly like the fall projects, the pumpkins, and all of that, the scarecrows, the apples, or do you get into Halloween? So, I love Halloween. We usually have a lot going on in our neighborhood, a lot of people outside walking around. Some of the streets, the neighbors block the end of the cul-de-sac off and put tables up and sit out there and just hang out together and like have a big, table with candy out there, which is really fun. All right. I think this probably needs to dry a little bit more before I do a second coat on there. And we will do some green on the smell my feet letters. Do y'all use your weeding tool for tearing the label off your paint? It's perfect for that. You guys who are into vinyl, that's my tool of choice for that. All right, so for this one, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to use a little bit smaller. This green is awesome. It's so bright. You love carving pumpkins, Sue. Now, see, that's one thing I don't love doing because it makes a mess. And I've always been afraid that one of my kids is going to cut themselves. So I'm like, nope, nope, I have to do the knife. Like, I never, even when they got a little bit older, I was still like, no, nope, give me the knife. I don't know. I'm one of those like paranoid mothers. The knives make me nervous. My daughter does that all the time to me with watermelon. She's 17 years old. And you would think that I would be okay with her yielding a knife to cut a watermelon, but she still makes me very anxious because she loves watermelon. She's always bringing home watermelons when I don't have any room in my refrigerator to store them. And then my husband brought home this giant watermelon the other day. So do y'all remember, those of y'all who are my age, we're not gonna say what age that is. Those of y'all who are like around my age, do you remember when you were little and the watermelons were bigger? They were like the super long, like oblong watermelons, or was that just where I lived? Because we didn't have these little round watermelons. We had these big long watermelons, which were perfect for making the watermelon basket, that the obligatory watermelon basket full of melon balls at every bridal and baby shower that I remember as a child. Did your mother make the watermelon basket? Comment and tell me if she did. So anyway, he brought home, I should go get it and show it to y'all. It's crazy. I don't know where he got it, but it's one of those watermelons like from my childhood. It's huge and it's long. And I was like, "Oh my god, where did you get this 1985 watermelon?" But he brought it home because my daughter, he saw it, and my daughter, like I said, loves watermelon, so he brought it home for her. But now we have this huge watermelon that we have to contend with that is just staring at me on the counter. It's giving me the evil watermelon eye. Like, you're going to have to eventually contend with me and cut me up, put me in the fridge. Okay, so there's one coat of our green. You had watermelon almost weekly, Bonnie. They were for sale on almost every corner. Yep, they were. We had watermelon all summer. Every cookout we went to, and they were those big giant ones every time. I don't remember, and they weren't seedless. Seedless watermelons didn't exist then. All right, I do not need a big sponge. For this orange. I know orange, and I'm going to definitely need 2 coats for that color every time. I might need 3 for the orange. Okay, and then the buckles are green. 2. Forgot about that. So I'm in a fall kind of mood lately, a fall kind of vibe, and I'm done. I'm done with watermelon. I've had to have enough watermelon filling up my fridge all summer, and I thought, okay, the watermelons are done, the tomatoes are done, but no, no, we have another gigantic watermelon to contend with. So um, slice it into quarters and then into slices, easy to hold and eat. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm not good. I never know how to attack a watermelon, which way to cut it. I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on these letters, and then I'm going to take my legs out. Once I can get all these letters out, I'll do that, and then I'll paint my legs and shoes. Hey girls, I'm still live. All right, so one more coat of this iridescent purple, or color shift, I should say, color shift purple. All right. And then our neon orange. Whoops, I got it on the handle. I probably should have done a coat of white underneath this orange. It's going to take 3 coats, I do believe. I feel like orange, pink, and yellow always take 3 coats. Right, let me get some more green out. The green, you can really tell the difference with that second coat for sure. My craft area seems neat and tidy. It is all smoke and mirrors, Bonnie. That's for sure. You know, I actually did do a tour of my craft room. It's on my page, but I have moved it around since then. But I did do a tour video. I think it was in 2019, I think is when I did it. I don't think it was 2020. But you can go back if you scroll back on my page and look at my videos. I do have an old one in there, but I should do maybe an updated one. Because I have moved things around a little bit. I used to have a table that was higher up um, that I set out for videos. and I like this one a lot better. I had that table for a very long time, and I much prefer this table. This works much better, this desk, for me. Alrighty, so it is definitely not neat and tidy. I mean, things are just kind of shoved everywhere. It's definitely cluttered. But the problem is I put things away and then I can't find them. All right, I'm gonna try to pop this stuff out of here. Some of those stayed in there and they're kind of wet. But, whoops. All right, hold on, let me move these legs. I should have popped the legs out first is what I should have done. Okay. And we will still need to go back and do a little bit of touch up on some of these letters. Okay, so let's just kind of push all this up here. And we can focus on these legs. All right, let's get our black first. No, actually, let's not. Let's do some of these neon colors first. Trying to find a small brush. Since we know we're going to have to go back and do 2 coats. But I am loving the effect of this iridescent paint. I keep calling it iridescent. That's not what it's called. It's color shift paint. Oh, there it goes again, y'all. So, it's flicking paint on me. So, y'all know this is just part of the deal with my camera setup that I cannot seem to fix. I thought it was I thought it would work if I cut off all the notifications. Let's see, Enter Studio. But that did not fix it either. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I turned off all my notifications thinking on that phone. And I thought that would solve the problem because it's the notifications that were, every time a notification popped up, it would cut the phone off. But it's still shutting off. So if anybody has any suggestions, and I've contacted StreamYard too, and they're like, well, try a different device. And I'm like, I don't have a different device, and I don't really know what different device I would use besides this phone. It's an extra phone that we have. So that's what I'm using. So I guess I'm just going to have to keep on pulling it back up in the middle of the video. I don't know. At least it doesn't take very long to do, to fix it. All right, these definitely need to dry a little bit more before I go back over them, but I just felt the need to do a little more. Okay, there we go. So we'll go back and do another coat. Okay, so now we're going to go to the orange for the stripes. So I like this paint because I like the shades, but it definitely is not as thick and doesn't have as full coverage as the Deco Art paint and the Waverly chalk paint that I love and I'm used to. So I don't know if maybe you would want to put a coat of white underneath and let that dry really good and then go back and do your neon colors. It might even tell you on the back. It might say that. Well, it says to let it dry for an hour between coats. For a more intense color, apply over white base coat. So yes. Clean while wet with soap and water. Okay, yeah. So definitely probably going to want to put a base coat down before you do it. But we're going to just work with what we have. Felicia, it's called StreamYard, and it is very cool software, except for this one glitch that nobody seems to be able to figure out that makes my camera cut off, because that is frustrating. But other than that, I love StreamYard. All right, so now we're using our Deco Art black paint. On these shoes. Very cute. Whoops, they are upside down. They're supposed to be upside down. That's my dog gagging, if y'all can hear that. I have a chocolate lab and he's in the kitchen. He's fine. He's just making dog noises. Felicia, the video quality is great, but honestly, it's probably my overhead cam that is uh, what's making the video quality better. I have a Logitech webcam that I use for my front view. My top view is an iPhone. So maybe I should just get it like another little camera to use overhead. Maybe like the YouTubers use. They buy little special cameras to make their videos. Maybe I need like a special little camera or something. I've taken pictures with my iPhone for so many years that I don't even know like what to use instead of an iPhone for video and stuff. Okay, so let's go back and of course do more coats. Let me grab a clean brush because I got black on that brush now. I need an angled brush, preferably. Here we go. Okay. All right, maybe not on these yet. Let's touch up these letters. So the third coat, you probably can't tell on camera, but the third coat is definitely making a difference with this neon paint. But like I said, I would probably follow the directions of putting the white coat down first for a more vibrant look if you're going to use the neon paint. Which you could paint your board white first and then cut it. I just never do that. But for a project like this, if you're going to need like the entire thing to be white first, then that's not a bad idea. If you know you're going to be using mostly neon paint. Is anybody doing anything fun today? Is anybody crafting? Oh yeah, Felicia, there's a link in the video description to StreamYard. If you want to click on that link, it is really awesome. I love it for so many reasons. This camera cutting out thing is weird though because it so here's the deal. We have an extra phone that we just ended up with because of the plan that we have. So it was sort of like the emergency backup phone that nobody's using. So it's an iPhone 11. So it's not like it's an old phone. And I was using my phone, my personal iPhone 11, for my overhead. And I thought, why don't I just grab this other phone and use it? That way I'm not using up my whole battery because videos use up a lot of battery. And if my kids need to call me or text me while I'm on a video because they need me, because that, as a mother, you always worry that when you can't respond for an hour that something horrible is going to happen. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to be accessible on my actual phone, and I'm going to use this extra phone. And my iPhone that I was using, it didn't do that. So I don't know why this phone is doing it. I really don't know. And this phone has hardly anything on it at all. No apps. I don't even know if I'm logged into iCloud. I think I'm logged into Google. Maybe I need to log into iCloud. I don't know. But basically, all it has on it is like email and Facebook, so I can post like videos to Facebook if I need to. There's like nothing on the phone. So I don't know why it's doing that. I really don't. You're embroidering? Oh, fun. I don't know how to embroider. That sounds like fun though. You'd rather be cutting wood. You're recovering from COVID. Oh no, Bonnie. I hope you're okay. Prayers for a smooth recovery. We had COVID in our house last year. Well, my husband had it. My husband was the only one who had it. And nobody else had it. And he was fine. thankfully. Okay, and then we'll do a little bit more. Let me hit this orange since I've got orange on my brush. Before we switch back to purple. And I really love this purple iridescent. It is so pretty. But this orange is really screaming for a white coat underneath it, I will tell you. I wish I had done that, at least under the orange part. So I'll probably do a couple more coats of the orange. But at least there's not that much of that color to do a couple coats on, so that's good. Oh gosh, just now being able to actually eat, oh my goodness. That's gotta be miserable. Let's see a bit more paint. Definitely don't want to waste this expensive paint. This is much more money than I normally spend on paint for this specialty paint. Can y'all even see? Yeah, you can. And these colors they're just not looking real dark on on my, I think it's probably because, like I said, this overhead camera is an iPhone versus the front, which is the better camera. So I wonder if I hold it up. Let me do that and see if the color pops more for y'all. Not really. It's weird because these colors are so vibrant in person that you really can't see the full effect of it on camera, unfortunately. But they really are vibrant. Maybe when I take a picture, I can at least use a filter that makes them truly look like what they look like. I don't like to use filters that make projects look like they don't really look. Do you know what I mean? Like I like to brighten my pictures up a little bit. Yeah, Diana, I don't know if putting white on at this point would work. I'm going to just kind of stick with what I have. I'm not sure if adding white and then putting the orange back on. Since it's just a little bit of orange, I think I might just do another coat. But yeah, I don't like to do filters that look unnatural. I want to like really show off the actual colors. So maybe I can find a filter that really makes it look like it looks when you see it in person, because it really is vibrant in person. All right. And then I'm going to try to do a little distressing on the shoes. Let me pop all of these down in my water. So I just need a little bit of white chalk paint. and an old chippy brush, okay? Y'all know I do my distressing technique a lot. So I'm just getting a little bit of white paint, and I'm really just dabbing most of it off. I even take a paper towel and get a lot of it off. I don't want very much on there at all. And, you know, nurses. Why did I say nurses instead of witches? Why did I do that? I'm a nurse, for the record, so I can say that. Nurses are not witches, y'all. I'm not saying they are, but I am a nurse, so don't be all bent out of shape because I accidentally mixed up the two words. Witches would not normally have fancy shoes. They would be all beat up, right? I would think. So we can't have this witch wearing some nice bright black brand new looking boots. Okay. Trying to get it on the edges too, just to kind of, it just does a little something something when you get it on the edges. Okay. So there's all our pieces. Let's put them on the backer and see how they look. Oops, some go on there that goes in here. Seal up all my paint. Be a good crafter. Okay. If I can fit this. This is always the challenge. I could do the smaller 10-inch version live for y'all instead of the big one, but I never want to do that because I always want to hang these on my door. And I like a big door hanger. I like the 18-inch size on my door. Sorry, I'm getting rid of all my trash. Your daughter is the nurse. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. All right. Cute. All right, I know I got to move this up. Like that. So y'all can see it, but bear with me. Let me just grab all these letters here. I think the big part of the buckle goes, yeah, like that. I think. No, it goes the other way. I forgot I have a picture. I can look over here at like that and like that. Then, because these are etched, you can line up all these letters, which I need to stand up to really see what I'm doing here. I love these fonts. I think they are perfect for Halloween. I could not tell you the names of them. I'd have to look them up. I can't remember. But I think they are just the best fonts for Halloween. Okay, so this is how it would look. And I'm not going to glue it all down on camera because I may do a little bit more painting on that green. I think that green still needs another coat. This is what I always use to glue my pieces down. This is Stick Fast Thick. If you're looking for a supply list, my group members, y'all have a supply list in your email with your monthly files, but I also have a supply list on my website. So if you go there, it's lulubeandesigns.com. I have a supply list and that glue is on there. So I had lost my 3M adhesive, but I just found it. So I do need to start using that, but that would come in handy for sure for this. So I'm going to try to hold this up so y'all can see I don't know if you can you see the iridescent effect of that purple? It is so cool. I mean, it's picking up like the blue and the light purple and the dark purple, and it's just so cool. I wish you could see it in person because it's just much cooler in person. But anyway, that is the door hanger. That's the 18-inch version. So if you want to grab this file, is free through October 1st. After October 1st, I will be posting a new file for the month of October that will be next month's free file. And then, like I said, the old free files do go in my Etsy shop for sale. If you ever like look back and you missed one that you really want, you can pick it up in my Etsy shop. But I am going to change it out probably like October 1st, like definitely the first week of October. Yeah, look for this paint. It is very, very cool. I highly recommend it, but just put your white down first for sure. Oh, Tammy, you've been a nurse for 35 years? That's awesome. Very cool. Gosh, has it been? I don't think it's been that long for me. I was 96. Yeah, 21, 25 years. Is that 25 years? Yeah. So long time. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in today. I will be back soon with another project, and I really appreciate y'all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon.